What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and we've got yet another child actor completely damaged by the industry. At this point, I don't think that any of this is coincidental. Just a week ago, we talked about the kid from Drake and Josh, and now Corey in the House. Of course, if you're not familiar with Corey in the House, I really wasn't either. I didn't have cable as a youth. But I did know the Corey in the House meme for the Nintendo 3DS game, which has an average user score on Metacritic of 9.7, having just 2 negative critic reviews. And it's also one of the most wanted FAQs on the particular platform. A Corey in the House actor is now a little bit older, Kyle Massey, and he's texting people. Well, I think I pretty much could tell you, he shouldn't. That's what we'll say. Former Disney star Kyle Massey, of course, now has been caught in 4K. Disney's former Disney actor Kyle Massey, widely known for his role as Corey Baxter in Disney Channel original series That's So Raven, and then the spin-off Corey in the House, has been caught in 4K texting spicy photos to someone who is 1 egg older than a dozen eggs, if you can follow me there. Variety reports that he was, of course, charged back on June 14th in King County, Washington, following a suit against him back in 2019, which, again, accused him of more bad behavior. The entertainment news outlet further notes that the person who was on the receiving end of these texts, who will not be named in the account of her being young, was interested in a career in entertainment. Not only that, but according to the original complaint filed against the actor, he had known the victim since they were 4. That's just messed up. When the complaint against Massey was first filed back in 2019, the girl's mother asserted that Massey had, quote, held himself out there like a father figure and grew closer and closer to their daughter. Around November 2018, after the girl showed interest in getting a role in a potential reboot version of Corey in the House, even suggesting that even suggesting that she move away from her Seattle home in order to live with him and his girlfriend in LA. Again, he knew this person since they were 4 years old. Eventually, Massey and the girl added each other on Snapchat, and at which time the actor began to send her numerous spicy messages, images, and videos. As noted by the entertainment trade news outlet, the girl is now seeking $1.5 million. Now, again, every time there is a massive amount of money attached to something bad happening, I think, right or wrong, it makes me just pause. It doesn't make me think that, automatically that they're lying or that it didn't happen, but just, man, if I could get 1.5 million for receiving some like, some artistic schlong photos, like, please send them my way. I just don't think that I mean, if it's worth 1.5 million, like, just being friends with Count Dankula, I'd be worth about 15 mil right now. However, despite being formally charged, documents indicate that the actor did not show up for his arraignment, and his representatives did not return Variety's requests for comment. Massey is not the only former child star to be involved of behavior of the same nature. Earlier this month, child star Drake Bell, known for his roles in Nickelodeon's Drake and Josh and Disney's Ultimate Spider-Man, was doing the exact same thing. Of course, ending up pleading guilty and paying a fine. There's something deeply wrong with, you could look at Corey Haim, Corey Feldman. Corey Haim obviously no longer with us. Corey Feldman, I don't know what to believe about the things that he says. If half of what he says is true, if almost any of what he says is true about Hollywood, I don't know what kind of parent would ever let their kid want to be an actor or go be an actor. It's just, it seems like such a damaging role, a role that is, I don't know, an extraordinarily predictable ending. You're not, and we're not talking about like a few people here. We're talking about a significant portion of child actors. Now, I don't think this person was like that big of a star. You know, like I don't know about him rolling up in the club and being like, hey, remember me from That's So Raven? You want to hook up? I mean, maybe there's fans like that out there. But I don't get it. Like, I don't know. You know, he's getting dropped by his sponsors. Obviously, there needs to be some evidence out there. Oh, I guess now the person is even younger than I thought. There's something I think that these kid actors, they get mentally stunted growth-wise. Like their growth mentally gets stunted because when they're young and they have everything and everyone says, you know, they're the best, maybe that means, you know, that they never want to grow up from that. Net worth $3 million. Granted, Google net worth searches are pointless and generally just directional. So he's not like uber rich. I mean, Corey in the House, That's So Raven. He did Beethoven's Christmas Adventure. So really not much. It's an unfortunate situation. I'd be willing to bet you, you know, I don't think that it would be that outlandish. I'd be willing to bet you it'll come out way down the road because men don't ever want to admit this stuff. And I'd be willing to bet that black men are even less likely to admit it, that there was some weird stuff that happened to him when he was a child actor. I would suspect that to be true. So many of these, you know, you see the claims that Corey Feldman made, you know, about both him and his, you know, partner in crime, Corey Haim, you know, the things that happened to them. Just all these child actors that, you know, you could even look at, oh my God, why can't I think of his name right now? Macaulay Culkin. Now he's turned his life around, and I like that he's got his YouTube channel and he was on that Angry Video Game Nerd episode, but he was in a really dark place for a very long time too. Parents should just really think twice about, you know, getting their kids in acting. I think, and if you do, then you really need to be there all the time, because I think these kids get exposed to just all sorts of terrible stuff, and it turns them into these weird, amoral, you know, monsters when they get older. And I'm sure that more will come out. I'm almost certain we'll see more come out about Kyle, and we'll see more, you know, put it this way, it's not the first person, not the first young person he's texted that stuff to. I'm just almost certain. Apparently, still sponsored by Triller, Bang Energy Drink, Trifecta Nutrition, and Jeans.com. 600,000 followers. I don't think he's posted anything in maybe sometime. Maybe here's one. When was this? June 17th. So this is before, I don't know, before this news broke. But yeah, I don't know, my man. If you got that at home, looks like his wife is super fine. You got that at home and you're texting somebody who's 14. I don't know about that, King. I'm not sure about that behavior. Hope you enjoyed this video. Keep your kids out of Hollywood, and we'll talk to you again real soon.